Alright, so there's the town. So I think looking at the mini-map, I think we have to go up this way.
Mm-hmm.
More red piranhas and more white crocs.
Are we in Florida?
It's starting to seem that way. I mean, we haven't seen any pythons yet, but... I'm using up a lot of Sunny's magic points, so I think we're definitely going to use a cottage.
Okay.
Since we did a little shopping.
You bought a lot of ethers, right?
No. We have, I think, like 9 ethers left.
Mm-hmm.
I mostly stocked up on potions, high potions, antidotes, but that will save us on magic points too, because that's less healing that Bastett has to do.
Right. So that Bastett can focus more on hammer time.
Yeah. Bastett, it hurts so bad. Just drink your Kool-Aid and shut the hell up. But I'd have to drink like 6 of them. Drink all 6 and shut up. But since I am planning to use a cottage, I'm not too worried, so we're just going to kind of go full ham right now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've liberated 1 crystal. Poor little Sunny's about to die.
No.
And, yeah, we're off to try and do the same for the fire crystal.
Which character's holding the fire crystal?
That's a good question. I can't remember.
I don't think there was... No, wait, when they presented their crystals to the king in the opening scene, you could see them, like, hovering next to each character, but of course the computer probably just decides who has what depending on your initial order that you...
I think it's based on party placement, yeah. So, if it goes in order of party placement, I would guess probably Kenzie has the fire crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise, mac and cheese. Everybody have a potion or 7.
It's what we spent all of our money on.
Everybody drink up and be merry. Shut the hell up! Bastett, why are you such a cranky white mage? Super cranky with your white robe and your big hammer and your extra thick booty. What? Nothing.
To be fair, Bastett just like, okay, yes, she is kind of a cranky girl, but she also just sounds extra cranky because she is a Siamese.
Oh yeah, I remember when you and I first started dating, I'd like pet her and she's like, "Meow." And I'm like, is she mad? No. But then when she is mad, she sounds the exact same, so it's just like, oh, okay.
You just don't know the fine difference.
I feel like I do now, because we've been together for quite some time now. But hey, back on topic. We arrived at the volcano.
Woohoo!
Okay, we've cottaged up. We're fully healed. Everything's good. Except for the fact that 4 cat warriors of light are about to go into a super hot volcano. What could go wrong? Mount Gulg.
Well, in real life, Bastett prefers it pretty darn warm, so she's probably happy.
And Sunny, the black mage, is like, oh, this is glorious.
Everything's on fire. My work here is done.
Yeah, I don't even have to do anything. It's already on fire. Sunny casts Blizzard. Blizzard turns into a nice short-lived mist. Pretty much, eh?
That's pretty much how I figure it working. Although,
yeah.
I've seen some interesting stuff, like there's some very slow erupting volcanoes over in Iceland, and for like exorbitant amounts of money, a guide can take you on a hike up the mountain, and then they cook you a personal pizza using the heat of the freaking lava vents while you're up there.
That is cool. Oh, you're not gonna like this next part. Speaking of cooking.
Oh.
Ow,
No!
ow, 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 ow. Yeah, our characters literally take damage for every step they take on the lava.
No!
The ground is lava.
I was staring at the map thinking, do we have to like get some levers or something to have a bridge to come down? Oh no! Apparently they're lava walking.
Yeah. Speaking of ground is lava, did you ever play the ground is lava when you were a kid?
I mean, I'm sure I did. I just don't have specific memories of it.
Oh, we were lucky enough. We had like a really big basement.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister and I used to play it. So we had it was like an unfinished basement suite.
Mm-hmm.
And we had one side was just kind of like an open, kind of like a living room area. And then there was like this unfinished countertop separating it from the other room, which was also kind of like a living room area.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was almost like an unfinished room, just like no walls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we had like a couple of couches down there and all these couch cushions. So we would play The Ground is Lava. And of course, this was back when, you know, I didn't have like the knee issues that I do.
Mm-hmm.
And we would do like, and my sister was into like gymnastics and I was into like karate and stuff. So like we were both, you know, fairly active. And we would just set up the couch cushions and play like the most epic games of The Ground is Lava. Like literally like you have to like start on the counter or start on like the arm of the couch and like jump to the cushion and hope to hell that you didn't land on the floor. It was fun.
How did you guys keep the couch cushions from like moving and sliding sliding along the floor when you guys landed on them?
We usually made sure they were on carpet. Most of the basement was carpeted, thankfully. There were some small parts that were linoleum. I think we kind of learned from bad experience, though.
Oh, okay, because for some reason I just kind of automatically assumed that it was lino or concrete or something. My bad.
Yeah, no, it was mostly carpeted, thankfully, but yeah, we played some pretty epic games of Ground is Lava, and like we would just progressively make the levels harder and harder.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I mean, that was back when we were kids, you know, full of piss and vinegar and unlimited energy, and you could get bonked on the head or fall over and be like, oh okay, haha, that was fun. Stuff that you do as an adult and you're like, oh, crap, I might have to go to the ER.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this creeper's showing up again, but now he's a fire elemental.
Sir, you're just wearing different body paint and a wig.
I got kicked out of every nightclub, so I had to change it up a little bit. How's it going? We've never met before.
We're literally looking at this elemental and his fake ID now.
Pretty much. I'm not on the sex offender registry. You can trust me. By the way, your dress is on fire. Oh, got a mithril helm, which Pumpkin already has a mithril helm.
I was just opening my mouth to say, well, that's helpful.
Oh, well, we'll just sell it.
Money.
Got a lot of treasure chests. Holy, look at all the treasure chests. It's like a maze of loot.
Oh, jeez.
I dare say it's amazing, and it's going to be more of this creep show.
Oh, jeez.
Just like a recurring, like, weird villain.
I know you said they're randomized, but, like, you literally turn around and walk through the same spot and the same thing pops up again. So.
Well, these ones are coming out of treasure chests, so I don't think these are randomized, because when we went through the Earth-themed dungeon, the name of which is already escaping me, we were running into Earth elementals every time we opened a chest, so I think it's the same theme.
Mm-hmm. Level up!
We're getting some good EXP and gil off of them, though.
Oh, yeah.
And money. Money. These weird-looking, like, centipede things. Just another weird, random enemy. Ah, jeez, no. Cursor, stop being yourself.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we've got ethers. I'll go ahead with a Blizzara. Despite my little missed joke, Blizzara actually does work in here. Can you imagine the cats are just getting, like, super overheated? They're like, Sonny, can you cast Blizzard on me again? You know I might kill you, right? Just do it. It'll be worth it.
Heck, we've had some summers like that here. For living in the frozen north, we have some, to us, pretty blistering hot summers.
Yeah, they're short-lived up here, but, yeah. We've had some pretty bad heat waves up here.
Of course, somebody living in California probably thinks that we're being wussies, but to us, they're pretty darn hot, okay?
Well, that's where, like I've said it on our camp, because, like, we've got our truck camping channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
I would camp that, all one word, if any of y'all want to go check that out. If you're into camping and outdoorsy stuff, or thinking about, you know, living out of a truck, then place for you.
We don't live out of a truck. Dustin just likes to spend a lot of money on pretending he's homeless.
Well, I kind of pretended I lived out of it. But anyways, like I've said on that channel, like, winter is where we as Canadians kind of get to laugh at the Americans, because they'll be like, oh, it's so cold. And we're like, oh, bitch, please. But then in the summer, we're like, oh, it's so hot. And that's where the States almost kind of gets the payback. They're like, oh, you had so much fun laughing at us, but now you guys are the wussies. So it's like the circle of life, you know. We both get our jabs at each other, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and that's the way that it should be. We laugh at them, they laugh at us, and sometimes we laugh at ourselves.
I feel like that is a very important part of life. You gotta be able to laugh at yourself.
Oh, absolutely. I absolutely love it when, like, Canada gets parodied in anything. Like, it tends to be, like, the same, like, stereotypical parodies, but it is funny. Oh, we got a great sword. So that would put Pumpkin's attack down a bit, but his accuracy up a bit. So basically what the Mithril sword would have done. Do you want to use that, or just keep using the great axe? Or the Mithril axe?
It'd be nice to have his accuracy to go up again.
He's not really having too much of a problem hitting stuff, though.
No, I guess not. Yeah, let's just keep him with what he's doing. He's been doing okay.
Yeah, we can always switch it up later if we want.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I do like it. Like, I get a kick out of it. Like, whether it's, you know, South Park or, you know, other cartoons, The Simpsons, Family Guy, whatever. Like, just other cartoons, like just poking a jab at Canada. I love it, you know? Like, you got to be able to laugh at... You got to be able to laugh at yourselves, you know?
And let's face it, with the amount of...
Apparently they have these ones have an insta-death move.
Not fair.
Ouch.
Okay. Jeez.
Anyways, as you were saying, while I get Kenzie back up.
I was just saying, with the fact that most TV programs are made in America, sometimes it's just the novelty of, oh, they remembered us when they mention Canada.
We exist in the cartoon world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there was one, oh gosh. I've been kind of working my way through South Park on Paramount Plus. Like, I'm not a huge South Park guy. Like, I like it well enough, and yeah, it's offensive and crude, but, you know, the thing I respect about a cartoon like South Park is they literally make fun of everything. Like, nothing is off limits. No demographic is off limits. They make fun of themselves, too. Like, you know, the cheap-looking animation and stuff. You know, questionable budget, whatever. But there was one episode they did, it was like Christmas in Canada, where, like, all the Canadians have to, like, all the Canadian children basically have to be, like, returned to Canada. So Kyle, the Jewish kid, his adoptive brother gets returned to Canada. And they have to go rescue him. And every time they go to, like, a different town in Canada, it's like this big musical, all, like, the flapping head Canadians. Fire Hydra. And I don't know, it just made me so happy. I'm like, this is, like, pretty offensive and like, you know, I know not everybody's gonna like this, but it made me so happy. I thought it was great. So, or they had, what was it, Family Guy, they had Justin Trudeau show up. And then when he leaves, he's like, Trudeau away! And he rides away on 2 Canadian geese.
Of course. Yeah, for all the stereotypes, for all the stereotypes and the minor offense of it, I still really laugh when people just focus entirely on the moose and the geese aspect. Like, yeah, I get it.
And then we have to warn them, the geese are not friendly. You've been lied to.
No,
they are not friendly. It's a trap.
Stay away from the Satan ducks.
I'm saying this completely out of love. Don't go near the Satan ducks.
Oh my goodness, I got into such a fight with my own grandmother because I grew up in Alberta, but my grandmother lived all the way over in Toronto. And I was spending some of my summer vacation with her, and she took me to this lovely lake in the greater Toronto area in, like, you know, a public park. And like most public parks in big cities, it's, you know, beautifully landscaped and whatnot, and they have some geese there. Mm-hmm. However, they are domestic geese. Don't ask me what lake this was or what park and why they had domestic geese there specifically, but they were white geese.
Yeah, and sorry, hold that thought. Oh, okay, sorry, we just got a monster here. Look at that, it's 2 more fire elementals. Sorry, continue your story.
Yeah, like, geez, call me when there's actually something interesting next time, huh?
Yeah, I'm getting sick of this creeper.
Anyway, my grandmother was basically being like, oh, look, honey, there's geese. And I was getting so offended, like, don't lie to me, those aren't geese. And she's trying to tell me those are geese. And I kept arguing, no, those are white. Geese are not white. Geese are brown and black and white, because for my entire life I'd only seen Canadian geese, not domestic geese.
Mind blown.
Like, she wasn't even trying to tell me about swans. It was like, no, those aren't geese.
We're running into that thing I joked about before, where we've bought or found gear already, and now we're just finding, like, repeats of gear.
Like I said earlier, there's not much point in worrying about getting Pumpkin and Kenzie kitted up in town, because we'll start finding them gear anyway.
But I like to make sure they're prepared. I don't want them getting jealous. They'll see Bastett and Sunny getting all these spells and be like, why don't you ever buy me nice things?
They do. In real life, they do actually get jealous of each other. Like, I have to get equal amounts of toys when I buy new toys.
Oh yeah, well, like, Kenzie's my cat that I brought into our relationship, and if she sees me petting Sunny, she will give me the saddest look and be like, but Daddy, I used to be the baby, and then I make sure to go over and pet her, because I literally just see, like, the sadness on her face, and I'm like, you little heartbreaker.
Kenzie also is ferociously stupid, so you can be petting her and Sunny simultaneously and she'll still be sad about it. It's like, I am literally cradling you and hugging you and kissing you while using my spare hand to pet Sunny, and you're still getting jealous.
Well, hey, we're getting these lava worms now instead of fire elementals.
Mm-hmm. They're looking a bit more handsome, so yes.
I'm not convinced. I think it's the fire elemental in a frickin' cucumber suit. Oh, God, I've never seen me, but oh, now I'm dead, fuck. Oh, Pumpkin just broke 500 HP.
Go, Pumpkin!
Mithril Shield, which I think Pumpkin already has. So if we had a team with, like, 2 warriors on it, we'd be, like, in Loot City right now.
Oh, that's okay. I was about to say, why do we keep getting repeats of stuff? And oh, right. There's... Yeah. There is certainly a possibility, although I'm not too sure how balanced your team would be, of having more than one of the same type.
We need to kill these things dead super fast, because they have that insta-death gaze move.
Oh, okay.
That's what killed Kenzie before.
Okay.
So if we run into, like, 4 of those, like, Sunny's literally just raining sweet death on everything.
Go, Sunny!
I think she's gonna rain sweet death on these ones, too.
Do it. Fast.
I'm actually going to go ahead and use that Protera, so that casts Protect on everyone.
Mm-hmm. Is the Protera strong enough against the insta-death?
No, it won't stop insta-death. It just raises your defense against damage.
Okay.
Part of the reason I wasn't really using Protect very much is because you would have to literally cast it individually on everyone, but now we've got one that's a group-based one.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, there's only one left.
We got this. Everybody do the same thing you did last turn.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
Sweating balls in a volcano. Sunny still not getting much for HP.
That's just the life of being a black mage, isn't it?
Yeah. Pretty much. You want to sleep in the inn? Better go back to the beginning. That's pretty much it.
I don't know the lyrics.
I'm going through Sunny's 8 MP. We're gonna have to use some ethers at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm looking forward to the later Final Fantasies where they actually have, like, the safe zones and dungeons. You'll literally be like, oh, cool, it's a save point, and you can sleep there, and none of them... It's basically like a safe room.
Oh, okay.
And the mobs just can't do anything. They're like, oh, they're in the safe room, so we can't do anything. It's against the rules.
So it's not like, for example, Skyrim games where you can find, like, a bed or what have you,
No.
dungeon crawling, but the bed will still be like, you can't go to sleep while there's enemies nearby. It's like the safe room is the safe room.
Yeah, there's that. There's inns. Like every Final Fantasy has some form of an inn or something. Okay, so we've got a stairwell and a door, and it looks like we've got... When I was in here before, we had like a really long, narrow cavern here, so we'll go see if there's anything up here. Because the map can be deceiving. Fuck you, lizard.
Nice.
Whoa, Kenzie and Pumpkin are doling out the critical hits. Something fierce lately.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Another critical hit right there. Booyah. Oh, nothing up here.
Okay.
Just wait till we get to Final Fantasy 2.
Uh-oh.
Like I said before, there's going to be a lot of rooms where you're like, oh, this looks important, and it's another trick room, and the game's like, I fooled you again, and you're just like, not funny. Wasn't funny the last 15 times you did it. Alrighty. Well, oh, these guys do poison as well, too. And it's always Pumpkin that's getting poisoned.
Yep.
Jeez, when we get to the point where, like, the Final Fantasy world just devolves into, like, zombie genre, Pumpkin's gonna be, like, patient zero.
Oh, jeez.
His blood, he'll be, like, so attuned to every virus known to man that it'll just be like, my blood is the cure. You'll catch every other virus known to man, but you won't be a zombie. Pick your poison.
It's honestly kind of fitting because Pumpkin has been ill most of his life.
Yes.
He's gotten over some of it. Like, he was diagnosed with feline asthma way back before I even met you.
Yeah.
But he managed to get over it on his own. He hasn't had an asthma attack in years.
Well, he's also been really well taken care of, too. I mean, he goes to the vet regularly, and... Yeah, no. I mean, he's had some health scares for sure, but, you know, get him on the right treatment or the right diet or the right antibiotics or whatever, and he's generally right as rain. For his age, anyway.
Yeah, and I mean, he's indoor only, he's got a balanced diet, and as you said, we take all of our cats to the vet and keep good care of them, so yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fira on a volcano. What's the worst that could happen? Ow. Okay.
Is it just like when they have poison damage? It's just like one HP per step? Okay.
Yeah, 1 HP per step. You'll notice that in some of the other Final Fantasies and other RPGs. It's not always lava. Like, sometimes it's just, like, poison. Literally just, like, the floor is, like, swampy and poisonous, or you're walking over spikes, or whatever the case may be. They even have some of that in, like, some of, like, the Legend of Zelda games, too. Where it's like, oh, the floor has spikes, so I'd better make sure I have potions and I don't die and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember that being a thing playing Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo. It was like, there were spiky floors, and every, like, few steps you'd take, like, half a heart of damage, I think.
Ugh.